Well, hello, everybody who's out there now and who might find this video in the later, who might find this video later in the future. Thank you for tuning in, for watching, whatever the proper word is. And oh my gosh, there's already people here. And Carrie, yes, I'm late. It's the fault of the shadow people. They got in the way. What can I say? And Phil is being made shadow sleepy, so he's out of here. Sorry. That's that chair of his again. And Walsh News Network is here. Hello, everybody. Abby is here too. Hank is here. Wow, all kinds of people have come to hang out for this extremely silly stream. Or they're here to watch me dive, as I'm once again going to be trying to drink liquid death. Liquid death. Once again, since the majority of the votes in the poll were that I should drink more liquid death. I hope everyone out there is having a good day, having a good time. Again, June is a chaotic time for me, and I had an idea for this stream when I put up the little ad for it, and then I didn't have time to actually do any preparation. So, once again, as Dan quoted the other night, fuck it, we'll do it live. So here is liquid death. We're going to pour it. Once again, I'm going to drink some of it just straight, and then put some vodka in it a little bit later. Surrender Monkey banned himself. Oh no. It's terrible. So let's see if this turns into a shadow person. No. Oh, this is interesting. So this liquid death flavor, first of all, is called Bury It Alive. It's got a skull on the can, which you can't see the reflection. But Bury It Alive. It's got the same agave stuff in it. Carbonated water, agave nectar, citric acid, natural flavors. Who could have guessed? Passion fruit, raspberry, blackberry, hibiscus, and black dromage, whatever that is. Yes, Steve is drinking, but unfortunately right now it's just sparkling water. It's the and I should stop looking at myself on the camera. I should actually look at the camera here. I should move that thing at some point, rearrange all the way all this is set up, so I can look at the chat and the camera at the same time. But anyhow, yes. So drinking liquid death. See if I'll survive. Anyhow, so yeah, I keep seeing some of the wackier YouTubers, in my opinion, claim that they are being shadow banned. So is it the shadow people, or what is it that's shadow banning them? And I should probably put up a link in case somebody wants to come up and talk about shadow people, if you have something serious to say about them. What is this? Let's turn that on. Oh, I can't do that. Okay, never mind. I should stop experimenting while I'm actually on the air, huh? So here is the link if anyone wants to come up. And yes, Surrender Monkey, I will not be adding beer. I don't like beer, but I will be adding vodka in a little bit to my sparkling water. But this actually has a much stronger flavor than the other one. The one I drank the other night. You can actually you can taste the berries quite strongly in Bury It Alive. Actually, I prefer this one over the one from the other night because it has a flavor to it. It's just not fizzy water with a weak lime flavor. Just more like the things I like. Oh, what is this about Coded? Coded has a backup channel due to Dude have been on a suspension again. Oh boy. And the Dumbo in his first broadcast got it copyright shut down and tried to dox Pooh Bear. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I'm going to pin this since I have figured out how to do that. Well, I think by definition, being that you are a monkey, you might be an animal. I could be guessing, but you're one of the higher animals. How about that? So yeah, so there's the link. Oh, there's Hank. Hey, Hank.
Hello.
So yes, I ended up doing minimal research into the shadow people. I have a neat little short movie we can watch, a little horror movie. But are the shadow people shadow banning the YouTubers, or is it something entirely different? Hank, what do you think? What does Dr. Yeetus Deletus have to say about this particular pressing subject?
Um, shadow shadow banning is a figment of some people's imaginations. Usually, people who don't read the fucking rules.
Yeah, that's kind of my take on it. That they are saying things or doing things that are getting them not picked up by the YouTube algorithm, I'd imagine. Or, well, I really don't know how much YouTube really pays attention to what people say or do. Um, but I can look at my numbers in my channel, and oh, we have a shadow person in the chat scaring us all.
Well, everything about Chili's, for instance, show screams people don't like what they're seeing because he's got 153,000 fucking viewers now through his purchases. I mean, through his subscriptions. And he only has, he's lucky to get a couple hundred people watching him during a show. And then
Oh
if
no,
there,
he's up
he might
to
have
155k now.
okay.
Oh my.
Well, he still only gets on a lucky night a couple hundred viewers unless he has a flux of views. But then there's still only 20 or 30 people that are active in the chat. So everything about that, the algorithm tells you the show is not interesting to the people who are watching it.
Because I've also been noticing that he doesn't get a whole lot of clicks as far as, I mean, he keeps telling people to click the like button, but not a whole lot is going on those either, it seems. I've gone over there and taken a look. Um, but I look at my channel, and you can't find it through search because I named it stupidly. Um, so, and I get about 50% people swiping away on the shorts, yet somehow they're still finding them. So if I'm going to be serious, I have a hard time about shadow banning, about people saying that, because I people
It
still somehow find this
depends
channel.
what you mean by shadow banning as far as YouTube's concerned. He's got 155,000 subscribers. Like Hank was saying, his viewing numbers, genuine viewing numbers, are atrocious. Last night's live, he got 114
Yeah,
out of
that's
155,000.
that's less than we average on WNN, and we have
Just over
4,000.
4,000.
Yeah.
But there are various sites you can go look at to see what percentage of his subscribers are what they call dead subscribers, which means they've subscribed but they don't do anything. which means either you paid for them or they're just people who no longer bother. 80% are dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably
So his is a bit different, but normally there are things you can do. The algorithm likes you doing a mixture of content, shorts, videos, lives. It likes a mixture. So if you're doing all three, it automatically gives you a bump up.
Oh.
There are certain words where the algorithm will punish you for if you have them in the title or anything. There
Which
are
you
other
do
words
over-
it will reward you for.
Yeah.
But Chile and all the rest of it have this lunacy idea that they think there's a person in charge of this. There is not. It's an algorithm. Well, it's several algorithms.
Right.
All there is a person making sure that the algorithm works properly. They're not looking in detail at what the algorithm's doing. They're just checking that the algorithm's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Because it doesn't work in YouTube's own interests to shadow ban you.
Right.
Especially
Yeah.
not if you're Chili size. Think about it. Chili size, if it was genuine, would be generating quite significant ad revenue. You only get a percentage of that ad revenue, about 10%. YouTube gets 90% of that ad revenue. It's in their best interest that you have more people watching you, because they make money off you. In order to shadow ban you, if it was genuine, they would have to be acting against their own corporate interests.
Yep. I mean, that's why the whole concept of monetized channels being shadow banned seems counterintuitive to me. Because why would they? I mean, I had the same logic that you were applying there. Why would they cut off their revenue stream?
Yeah. Not
Their
to mention,
advertising.
there's the advertising revenue. Super chats, super thanks, stickers. YouTube take 30% off the top.
Yep, that's what I was thinking of actually.
Memberships.
Yeah, 30% off the top.
Yep, and if people aren't getting the notifications that you're on the air, or they're
not spending money.
Yeah, exactly. It does make no sense if I'm going to be serious about it.
And
so, go ahead.
Trying to circle back to something Dan put in chat earlier. So Coded used his backup channel to try and go live, and he fucked up on the first try.
Yep, he paid copyright music, so they shut him down for the 3 minutes. Then he came back on and then proceeded to have a rant about me, and then a rant about Blue, and then tried to dox Blue Bear.
So I've gotten notifications when I've run copyright music, when I've run music on my channels, and I've consistently gotten the, yeah, you ran this copyrighted video, but the owner lets people use it. So he's using music that he's not sourcing from YouTube or similar sources and being nailed for it. Is that what I'm understanding?
There are certain things you can play where YouTube will shut your live down for 3 minutes. I've had it happen.
Oh,
it's no biggie. It's just, oh crap.
He assumes he's safe because he plays just the older music. Well, some of that older music has still got.
For example, stay away from anything the Eagles have recorded, no matter where you are, what you're doing.
Yeah,
they will, sue you.
Also, don't screw with The Mouse House.
Yeah.
The Mouse House pays for 55% of all advertising on YouTube.
Between all their
You
properties.
ain't winning. Doesn't matter if you're right. You ain't winning. YouTube are not taking your side against the biggest advertiser they have. It's because of the Mouse House there isn't even is a copyright system on YouTube. Because the last time they got upset, they withdrew their advertising for 1 month. And YouTube designed a whole copyright system and put it in place to make them come back.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
So, yeah, you don't screw with the Mouse House.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's like when I was at the Mermaid Museum and I did that, my mock audit, I walked into one of their exhibit areas and they had a little mermaid bit of info display, and they were running a clip from the film, and I went, oh, better not go in there because that music will definitely get me in trouble.
Yeah.
Ariel was singing, and I went, oh boy, nope. Yeah.
Well, I have won copyright stuff with Viacom, Paramount.
Yeah.
I've won with CBS. I've won with Sony.
CBS and Paramount, same thing.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. But they trade as different companies, so it shows up differently. I've won against all of them. I will not go up against the Mouse House. Everybody else got shut down for showing the 1,000 Ways to Die clip with Chili in it.
We didn't.
We won. They tried to shut us down. We appealed it. We won.
Oh. Well, that's also interesting.
We're quite prepared to do things like that. Yeah, we don't mind. We're quite happy to go toe-to-toe when we actually have a possibility of a win. When you know you're just going to get your ass handed to you, what's the point?
Actually, this is a complete sidetrack, but since we're on the topic of Disney and I'm thinking about it, several years back, right after they bought Marvel, when they bought Marvel, they got a bunch of properties that Marvel bought years before, which I have a vague an interest in putting back out there and republishing. And I figured out who to contact at Disney as far as seeing what could we work out some licensing thing. Oh, and of course, all I could offer were pennies and royalties on what gets sold. And I figured I'd never hear back. The guy in the department actually wrote me back and said, it's an interesting idea, but we're not going to take it on because just doing the legal paperwork would cost more than whatever little revenue you can earn on this. So it is interesting how there are things that just lay fallow because they're not worth pursuing.
Yeah.
And yet,
God help you if you tried to do it, even though Disney have no interest in those projects.
Yes, exactly.
They will still invest in the person to come along and kneecap you.
Yep. Yes, they
just metaphysically.
Even if it's they know that there's not enough of value for them to pursue it, they will protect it. That is for damn sure.
Yeah, kind of wonder if when Coded fucked up by his first stream, I wonder if YouTube figured out that he's got a second channel going to in order to circumvent his 90-day suspension.
They do now.
Huh. So that's actually curious. Since a lot of people seem to have backup channels. Well, not a lot of people, but when I see a lot, I mean, I've seen Chili had one, or had. I think Irish Demon had one.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
What, suspension?
No, backup channels.
Backup channels. And
oh yeah,
I even noticed that I could have 2 channels, and I don't even know how this happened. I mean, I've done some at some point, but I have this, which is my personal thing I'm using, and then I have something called a brand channel. I have no idea where it came from, but there it is.
There's
You can
no
have multiple channels.
yeah. There's you can have
However,
multiple.
having a backup channel has always been against TOS.
It's
But
not TOS to have a channel on a different subject.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this channel I'm going to be discussing frauditors. On this channel, it's World War II history.
Okay.
Now,
Very dangerous subject to talk about, since you can't speak about one of the main opponents without getting hit.
Now,
So,
YouTube used to not pay any attention to you having a backup channel. It was against TOS, but YouTube didn't do anything. However, the last few months in the creator program for monetized channels, I don't know if it's for the ones that aren't monetized as well, because I don't know if we get different ones or not. But in the ones for monetized channels, they have been pointing out repeatedly backup channels are a no-no.
Okay.
And threatening enforcement on it.
Frauditor Troll's one that's a great example of somebody who's got multiple channels, and they're all different subjects.
Oh. Yeah.
So like Frauditor Reaper is doing a ghost hunting channel now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
by the way, Steve, starring it doesn't mean you pinned it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Oops. I thought, okay, well, let me...
No, you can only pin it through YouTube itself. You can't do that through StreamYard.
Okay. So I'll put the link back up there in case somebody else wants to come up. Sorry, people. And Surrender Monk, I just added vodka to the liquid death, so we'll see. Or maybe that was to Carrie, because she's on Australia. He should be drunk by now. Okay, so yeah. Okay, now I sort of see why. Again, I still, and maybe I did something to make the brand channel, but I don't remember. So this would be live streaming and chatting about stuff like this, and then that would be the Nulo Games channel, and then I would be safe as a for example. Okay, all right.
And if you want to take some of your videos over from one channel to the other to protect them in case you get hit, you can move them over. Just make sure they're private.
Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna try not to get myself. Oh, and Becca, hi. Sorry,
because I have plans for a restoration channel.
Restoration in the historical period?
My house.
Oh, you're going to be working on a house. Okay, that's neat.
You mean your, what is it, council house?
Council house, schoolhouse, outhouse, hen house. At this point, I ain't sure what he's calling it.
Oh, by the way, on the Liquid Death update, vodka doesn't go very well with the Buried Alive. It went better with the lime, frankly.
What berries are in Buried Alive?
Blackberries. Let's see. What was it? It is passion fruit, raspberry, blackberries, hibiscus, and something called black dwamage or black cherry. Goddamn, black cherry. That makes sense. Okay.
What the hell? Hibiscus?
That's the part. That's the one I'm not understanding. How hibiscus can be in a soda?
How's that a berry?
It's a flower. Yeah. But it's listed on the ingredient.
You can use extracts of flowers for flavoring.
Yeah, but It's a berry flavored drink.
Well, it also has the agave stuff in here from the other one.
Yeah, that's just the sweetener.
Yeah, and the mysterious natural flavors. Let's see. But yeah, I don't ever remember seeing hibiscus as an ingredient in anything before, but I'm assuming it must be something that
Teas I've seen it in.
In what
Yeah,
tea?
Carrie
Tea.
just said she has hibiscus tea.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've heard it used in green teas too. Oh, I'm not sure if the tea she was referring to was
Okay, I just made that just not
traditional tea.
noticed it.
But I've never heard of a hibiscus berry.
Hibiscus stirtai is in Australia. Now that's a thing you know. Beverage. Okay. Yep, there is hibiscus tea. It's even on the wiki page,
Huh.
which I once again forgot to show everybody because, yeah, I'm a YouTubie. Let's see. Just for experiment's sake, let me see if I can figure out how to do it and do it properly. Share screen. Share screen. There we go. And share. Be careful sharing audio if you have guests, it tells me. They will hear themselves. Okay.
Not usually.
I know, I wouldn't think so. I thought I was just trying to share that screen.
I think it depends what screen you share.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't appear to be any berries. It's all flowers.
Well, these are all flowers, but well, no, I mean blackberry is a berry, yeah. Cherry.
No, I meant the hibiscus.
Oh, the hibiscus, yeah, yeah. I'm not seeing any. So must you just be just to add some flavor. Food. Dried hibiscus is edible. It's a delicacy in Mexico. The roselle is used as a vegetable, apparently. They don't say where? Oh, the Philippines. Philippines uses a souring ingredient for all local vegetable dishes and menus. It is definitely not a berry though.
No, I don't think it was.
Hi, it's a national symbol of Haiti. Yeah, pretty sure it's just in there for flavor. But
seems an odd thing to have in a berry drink.
Well, it's called. I think the fact that it's liquid death, so I think the hibiscus is probably the least odd about it. But yeah, it is. Apparently, should not eat hibiscus if you are looking to become pregnant or lactating.
Okay, well, there you go. It's supposed to lower your blood pressure.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely don't want that. My blood pressure's always been on the low side, and with the heart meds I'm on, my blood pressure gets lower than the doctors like.
Oh, why can't you drink the berry one then? Oh, because of the hibiscus and the blood pressure thing?
Or that it can't be mixed with vodka, maybe.
Yeah, it doesn't mix well with vodka.
No, I'd have thought gin would have gone better with it.
Yeah, I will have to try that. Well, Surrender Monkey, I'm trying to emulate the most powerful force in the universe.
Well, Steve, you know, there's a possibility that after the 13th, there may be an opening on YouTube for a new constitutional law scholar. Just saying.
Well, if
13th is only a day away.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I mean, I get the impression he's trying to weasel out of a court appearance now, but
Oh, he definitely is.
yeah,
It won't work.
not even with the help of the shadow people will he be able to weasel out of that one.
No.
Well, the shadow people are against him, so they won't help him.
That's right.
Rumor also has it he's looking to leave Las Vegas after the 13th.
Of course, because he doesn't want to. He's going to do like he normally does, just unassonary instead of face the music for his crimes.
Yeah, where's he heading to? As he said?
That he hasn't. We don't
Okay.
know. But rumor has it he is looking at possible states for after the 13th.
Well, he has to run for king of the state, whatever it is that he wants to run for.
Lord High Emperor?
Yeah. Oh.
Supreme Galactic Overlord?
Yep. Yeah, Liz, it is an arraignment hearing. If he doesn't show up, then there might be a bench warrant for him, though.
If he doesn't show up, there'll definitely be a bench warrant.
Yeah.
I think the biggest threat to him on Tuesday with the court stuff, because there's skeptics meeting with YouTube as well. That's also on the 13th.
Oh, that's on the same day? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the biggest risk is it's a female judge, which Chili hates.
Nah.
And if Chili blows up the way he normally does with a female judge, but this time it's face to face, Chili might be going to jail on contempt charges.
I mean, the only time he's been face to face with a judge before was while he was trying to get a protective order done against Kate.
Yeah, and that went badly.
Yeah, he's lucky he didn't get contempt charges for that fiasco.
Yeah.
Well, especially when he start at the end, that was quite bad.
Well, that's his if they're not going his way, which up until, I mean, they were making considerations to watch the video he wanted to watch, but once she just said, "Shut up and let me watch the video," or whatever she had said, because he kept interrupting her, trying to tell her what she needed to see. That's when he got all pissed off and started acting an ass.
Yep.
Oh, whoops.
That judge only had to tell him to shut up about 8 times.
And you know, Chili's going to be trying to put stuff in tomorrow about the loss. He's going to be making remarks about the lawsuit, expecting that shit to alter how the case goes.
Instead of the judge going, "I don't care."
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be completely irrelevant. But
funnily enough, judges in criminal cases don't really care about what judges in civil cases are saying.
Yeah.
It's just one of those weird things.
Yeah. A civil judgment doesn't affect a criminal case, but a criminal case can definitely affect a civil judgment.
Yep. Because criminal case is higher, which is something Chili should be an expert on.
Well, here's an interesting fact. Many methamphetamine addicts report the appearance of shadow people after prolonged periods of sleep deprivation. Psychiatrist Jack Pott suggests that methamphetamine usage as a conspiratorial component to the sleep deprivation hallucinations. One interviewed subject said, "You don't see shadow dogs or birds or shadow cars. You see shadow people standing in doorways, walking behind you, coming at you on the sidewalk."
I'm okay. I see little shadow orbs that go around the floor level that
Oh, that's what is that? Blood vessels in your eyes, or I think, or maybe those little animals that live on us. But
I don't know. But my dogs see them sometimes also, so it makes me wonder what the fuck.
huh. But given the behavior of some of the people that are saying they're being shadow banned, maybe there are added complications to their paranoia.
Sleep
Uh,
deprivation on its own will do that shit to you.
Yeah.
yeah,
3 days without sleep and your brain starts to break down.
oh yeah. Um, yeah, when I'm having a bad spell with my sleep, it yeah, it gets weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I find all these sorts of things fascinating. I can't believe in them, but I do find them very interesting. All the supernatural stuff, which again, it's funny because it made my living writing about the stuff, making up stories about the stuff. Maybe that's why I can't really. Uh,
It's because you know how easy it is to fake.
yeah. Um, oh, they even had they even A&E did a show about shadow people, something called Intervention, American documentary series. Uh, oh, oh, these are people thinking they're seeing shadow people, and so the guy was showing them how they're not real. Okay, I get it. Um, or maybe not. He also builds weapons to fight them and alleges they are using stolen technology to telepathically communicate with certain individuals. What the hell?
And it
I don't
sounds
want to
like one of the what do you call them? The guys that think the governments are monitoring their every move and
Oh, the bird people with the birds aren't birds, spy drones.
Oh,
yeah. Fuck. What is?
I can't remember what they're called. It's a hilarious name.
let's see. Birds are spy drones. Conspiracy theory that claims they're not real birds. All right. I don't want. I want to know what the group is called. Darn it. Birds aren't real. They're taking out billboards apparently. Really?
Yeah, they think.
If it flies, it spies. I like that one though. That's a good
That
slogan.
that is a nice T-shirt. Yes, I will grant them that. It's sold out too.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that the Say No to Bird Drones hoodie for $72. What the
Wow.
fuck?
Wow.
Targeted citizens is what they're called. Fuck.
That's it. Yeah,
Targeted citizens. Oh,
yeah.
those are the same people the shadow people are banning, huh? Uh,
Uh, amongst
No, this
everything
is the
else,
government wants to kill them.
yeah, they're using spy drones and got an elaborate network of people to follow them around.
And everybody else is in on the conspiracy.
Mm,
yeah.
There are only two types of people in the world: targeted citizens, and every fucker else. And every fucker else works for the government.
Yeah, people think they're more important than they are. Sadly.
oh, there was one of the targeted citizens that I used to watch people do content on. I think all the stuff he talked about, how his tools and stuff go missing. I think his son was, he had like a 10, somewhere in their age range of 10-year-old son. Uh,
You know the kid's fucking with him.
it's the type of stuff that would go missing just sounds like something that somebody in your house would be fucking with you with.
Yeah.
Always reminds me, my brother and I used to play a trick on our grandmother. In the middle of the night, we'd go in and move her garden gnomes around and set them up like the cat's milk, the cat's bowl with milk and stuff. We'd set them up. This was driving her nuts. She was convinced these fucking gnomes were haunted and were out to get her. Until one day, my brother did it too late in the night and she busted him.
Uh-huh.
Did not work out well for him. She was chasing him around that garden for 2 hours with a stick.
Yeah, I don't say that's a paddling.
I remember one night, Buddy invited us over to his house, and we were, hell, he started drinking way before we did, but we were trying to catch up. But after he passed out, we were still semi-sober, but we packed all of his belongings into his garage. So we got we've had his living room, his game room, and most of his kitchen items packed up into his garage before the daylight hit.
Oh, look, someone used the same stock photo I did. Shadow people must be real. So this was his house you're at, and you moved all his stuff out of his house?
We moved everything from inside his house to tightly packed into his garage.
Oh my God. What happened when he woke up?
He started calling us, getting pissed off and insisting that we come over and help move the furniture back in the house. So we all just stopped accepting his phone calls and ignored him for a day.
Oh my God.
I'm just amazed he didn't ring 911.
Yeah.
He almost
his house broken into, you're stolen.
He said he almost did, but he went into the garage to check and see what was missing in there and found all of his belongings.
I haven't done that one. I'll have to try that one. We have picked someone's car up and put it over their garden wall, so it's actually sat in their garden when they've got no driveway.
Oh my God, that's more work than I think I would want to do.
There were 15 of us. It wasn't, and it was a small car. It wasn't as much of a problem.
Ah, okay.
It was a Mini.
Yeah, we had one of our teachers. She had, I think it was a Triumph, but one of those smaller sports cars from.
Oh, Triumph Spitfire. Or maybe
Possibly.
the Stag.
Yeah, but it was a small car.
Mm-hmm.
And we picked it up and moved it on top of. There was a covered walkway that went between buildings. We set it on top of the covered walkway.
I'm guessing went quite apeshit.
Yeah. Luckily, it was the end of the school year, or else they would have gone a lot harsher. We probably would have all been in school suspension for it.
Oh my. um, yeah, that's probably also where shadow people come from. Pranks,
We
frankly.
did strip one of our teachers' cars, and I mean strip down to every single nut, bolt, and washer, which we laid out in a lovely pattern, all labelled nicely as what it was.
I've heard of people disassembling cars and reassembling them inside buildings to fuck with people.
Oh no, we just left it out there, all disassembled into each component part. There was not two things that screwed or bolted together that were left screwed or bolted together.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Did you guys put it back together again or just run off?
No. Guy was an arsehole.
Holy crap. Remind me to never tell you people where I live.
The worst I did was with people's cars who were assholes was I would put boxes of it's called dog repellent. It smells like straight up um like the ass of hell just shit in that vehicle when you do it. That and putting fish in their vehicles, but um um use string to have them up on the springs under the seat. So when they feel under their seat trying to find it, they can't find the damn thing. But oh, they can smell it.
We discovered if you ran the fish through the blender a few times, you could put it in a spray bottle and just put the essence of fish, and it had enough material in it that it would still rot.
Okay.
Works well. But I
Oh, we
may
can.
or may not be one of the 6 students who were responsible for a change in our school policies in that they no longer teach you about dynamite.
Uh-huh.
One of the family trips down to the Gulf, we were coming back with a large ice chest filled with Gulf shrimp, and well, my stepdad didn't secure it very well, so it dumped over in the back of the vehicle.
Ooh.
And that car till the day we got rid of it smelled of shrimp.
Oh, we decided it was a good idea to make dynamite, only they hadn't told us the whole history. And we picked this one lad who was supposed to stir the dynamite while the rest of us went to get lunch, and then we'd come back and he could go get lunch.
Uh-huh.
He got bored and buggered off. Dynamite went boom while it was cooking.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Yeah. Do you know dynamite's the reason why they invented the one-legged stool?
No. Yeah, I
Neither
didn't.
did I before this, but it is because in a factory that they were making dynamite during the night, someone fell asleep and the same thing happened. So they invented the one-legged stool that people who were stirring the dynamite could sit on so that it wouldn't, or nitroglycerine rather, so it wouldn't go boom.
Interesting.
I have found when we were clearing out one of my neighbors after he passed, we found a box of dynamite that was sweating in his
Oh,
barn. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We backed away. We backed away nice and slowly, and went ahead and let the authorities take care of that.
So what's Coded Friends backup channel? Is it gone?
Is it not that fucking
NTF
good?
NTFG.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Simple. Oh yeah. Oh no, I have something called Golden Mike Reviews with 3.2k subscribers. That can't be it.
Yeah, it's not that one. It's the one with 17.
I wonder what his primary channel went down to.
I don't think that's budged.
Oh, there it is, 18 subscribers.
Ooh, it's gone up by one. Ooh.
So it's a live stream, I assume, that caused the muted #1 2023. So that must be the one that got spanked. Okay. And once again, I forget to show people what I'm messing around with because I'm so good at this sort of thing.
Now we can actually read the documents that you put up.
Yeah. Well, I say we watch the Shadow Person movie that I was going to show because I think it's pretty good. Found it last year during 31 Nights of Halloween. But let me see if I can figure out how to do it properly. So what is... So do we have leftover chili I made? Do we have leftover chili I made or take away? Well, you can ship it to me. I'll eat it. And I forgot to do that, I think, because he does have a point. It certainly is. But yeah, so the consensus is it's not the shadow people that are shadow banning people or shadow banning channels. It's just idiocy. Do we agree on that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Well, let's watch a woman as she tries to deal with shadow people that are bedeviling her. Maybe I can actually do this without messing it up. That would be fantastic. It's only about 2 minutes long. You guys in the side chat or somewhere, you can tell me if it starts echoing because I think I figured out what I did wrong last time. Hopefully it will not be screwed up audio this time because I will share the proper version. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Hang on, let me back up. There we go. Nope. I think I need to turn that off. That's what I was doing wrong before. Okay, so, and I'll put the link to this channel down below when I'm done with the video. But here we go. Or not. Have to hit play.
He needs a shadow blunt knife.
Hello? Who's there?
she farted it when I first heard the noise.
And that's all she wrote. So she was shadow banned quite clearly. Was that sound coming through at all?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I could not hear it at my end. So I'm glad it went out. Don't know why it was so quiet here, but that's sound design is what makes that film, I thought. Anyhow, you hate spooky movies.
Spooky movies don't do anything to spook me anymore.
No.
After my brother's, the last movie that actually scared me was Phantasm.
Oh, I love Phantasm. It actually is one of my favorite movies.
You didn't have two older brothers torturing you the entire movie.
That'd do it.
Yeah. Who had both seen the movie already, so they knew when to fuck with me.
Oh.
Have you tried The Woman in Black?
I have not seen that film yet, but I hear it's good.
Mm.
And do you agree? Well, clearly you must, since you recommended it.
I do. It's a very good film.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some good horror films, but they just don't scare me anymore. I mean, occasionally the jump scares will get me, but it's just a momentary, what the hell?
I used that film to screw with my, how old would you have been then? 14-year-old son and his friends who were staying over watching it. I went up to bed. They were all down there watching it. What they didn't realize was I'd taken my abseiling equipment upstairs with me. I abseiled out the window.
What was that movie series where they put up security films and then they just get more and more shit being caught on the security cameras throughout the end until at the very end somebody gets attacked?
Oh, Paranormal Activity?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the first one of those. And then the sequel started getting increasingly goofy, which, of course, is the usual course for most film series. 100 Bloody Acres, is that the one, Carrie? Yeah, 100 Bloody Acres. I don't know why I misread it the first time through. It's actually on YouTube, and I think you can just watch it. Yeah.
It's amazing the things you can do with fuck with people during horror movies, though.
Yeah.
Fuck homes are always good.
I'm sorry, Becca.
The Paranormal Activities is a great one to fuck with people while watching it.
Yep. Oh, what's going on now? Something's running somewhere. I have no idea.
It's probably that Australian horror movie.
Well, yeah, I clicked on it, but then I clicked away from it, and it's still running. Oh, yeah. I see why. Okay, there we go. Problem solved. There we go. I forget that the YouTube Prime, even when you click away from things, they put a little tiny version down in one corner. So yeah.
But not always.
Yeah, you're right. And
which
sometimes it's paused, which this one wasn't. So yeah. think YouTube is not big on consistency.
Also,
No,
firecrackers are really helpful for fucking with people during horror films.
Yeah.
I would
Especially-
imagine.
Got the dude out of Wolf Creek. Oh, the actor that's in it. Okay, yeah. Actually, the only horror film that's ever really scared me, and that I've not gone back to watch because I don't know that I could, is The Exorcist.
What,
We had
with the pea green soup?
What's that?
With the pea soup?
Yeah, that's the one. When we were in Denmark, we were the first family to have in my circle of friends and stuff, to have a video player, video recorder. So we would rent movies and invite friends over and have popcorn and such, and everybody would chip in a Kona or something like that to cover the popcorn and the rental fee. And we'd watch movies. And one time we had rented The Exorcist, and that thing just, for whatever reason, it just creeped me the hell out, and I could not watch it. And so I made this excuse. I said, "Oh man, I have to go down." And at the time, I was a paper boy delivering papers, and I said, "I have to go down and get my paycheck down at the newspaper." And one of the other kids watching this film said, "Hey, can I come too?" So he was as freaked out by this thing as I was. And to this day, I think the screaming is what got to me, but I really don't know what it was. That film. Generally, yes, I find them scary. I find them suspenseful, but they don't actually make me scared the way The Exorcist did. So I should go back and watch it just to purge my soul. I would think.
Before I moved here, where I used to live, about 6 years ago, I decided to go all out for Halloween for the kids coming round. Apparently, I may have gone a bit too far because that was the last Halloween that kids came trick-or-treating at that house.
Huh.
No kids in the neighborhood will come near it. They're all terrified of it.
You didn't have angry parents mobbing your house after that?
No, the parents know me.
Okay. Oh.
They also know that it's just pointless to come and try and mob me at my house.
Oh, Poltergeist, there's another scary film. I know I've watched the original Pet Sematary, but I have no recollection of it at all. But Poltergeist, I remember the TV scenes. I remember the pool scene with the bodies popping up. Yeah, exactly. Speaking of shadow people, wait, Bad Taste was aliens invading? Maybe I'm confused about what that is. (1987) film, Bad Taste.
Guy who made The Hobbit and that, wasn't that?
Yeah, that is Peter.
No.
Yeah, that's Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
I had that film confused with something else, I guess. Have I seen it? I may not have. Oh, yes, I have seen it. I have seen it. The poster, I recognize the poster. Just, it didn't make much of an impression on me. Unlike his other early horror film, Brain Dead, I think it was called.
The original It was more didn't really scare me, but it had me on the edge of my seat a lot more. But that could just be from the age I watched the original It. The new It just didn't do much for me.
Yeah.
I think I've seen the original It, but didn't leave much of an impression. But oh yeah, the clown from Poltergeist definitely made an impression. the clown puppet, yeah.
The scariest thing in that film had to be just the static on the TV. Think about it. Most people couldn't fall asleep after that film with the static. They woke up and the static was on. No.
Yeah. Actually, that's one of those films that set in a period that simply, does not exist anymore and could not exist because TV stations don't go off the air anymore the way that one does because there is no broadcast television. Now that I'm thinking about that. Yeah.
Yeah, now instead of just going off the air, they show infomercials on most channels.
Yeah. They make a little bit of money off of the dead air.
They'd be better off just showing reruns.
Well, yeah, you'd think so, with shorter ads in the middle. When I was working nights, I would, again in the '90s, come home and watch some of the infomercials. Still remember the guy in the sweater. I don't know why. I don't even know what he was hawking, but he had these terrible sweaters that looked at squares. But yeah, never really bought anything off them. Never really even considered it, so I don't quite know. Somebody must be brought in by the infomercials.
There are some of the stuff shown on infomercials that are worth buying, but be very wary. Don't jump and buy something because it looks good off the infomercial.
Yeah, there actually was a store at a nearby mall, well, nearby where I live, that had the store was actually called As Seen on TV, and they had that, their sign was the As Seen on TV logo, and they had all that junk you get off infomercials. They actually were selling it in this store.
Yeah, a lot of stores around here have a section in it for As Seen on TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you'll have one of the As Seen on TV items that I've got and I use, and it's worth every penny and then some. The digital antenna.
Yeah, I bought one of those when they went digital off all TV. I never did get it to work, but then fortunately the network started doing websites, and so I've been watching my television that way.
Well, I get every broadcast channel within 60 miles or so, depending on the weather.
Huh. It's
But yeah, you get all the it's just usually the local channels, and Me TV is one of the ones I get.
Oh, through digital antenna?
Uh-huh.
Oh, thought that was a cable station. That's interesting.
You've got some local. You got some of it's broadcasted.
Okay, yeah, I have a coworker who, after I was talking about the Perry Mason HBO show, I guess found Perry Mason on Me TV, and now comes in and wants to talk about the Perry Mason episodes that he's seen. Which is
Which, of course, you haven't watched.
Oh, no, I have, but I don't remember them very well. I like the Perry Mason show.
I like the programming that's on Me TV. Got a lot of the old shows I used to watch as a kid.
Mm-hmm. And Carrie, yeah, whenever I try the more recent scary movies, I generally find myself a little disappointed unless they are kind of obscure, low budget sort of things.
Well, the new horror movies don't leave a damn thing to the imagination. I think the old ones that they had to leave more to the imagination in the filming had a hell of a lot better scare value.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. And that's kind of one of the reasons why Twilight Zone still holds up even after 50 years. Some of those episodes. A lot of those episodes, actually.
What was the other one? You had Twilight Zone, and then the one that started off, Don't Adjust Your TV.
Outer Limits.
Yep.
The Outer Limits. Yep. That was another good series. The revival, but the original with all the black and white episodes, that was a good show. Hell, even Night Gallery had better episodes than a lot of the horror movies. Well, I guess the same is true even in the old days. But yeah, I have a hard time finding good horror movies. I don't know whether it's my tastes that have changed or what's going on. Invisible Man, is that the one with Kevin Bacon, Liz?
The modern one, yeah, I think.
Well, they've done another one since.
Have they?
Yeah,
Okay.
they had a.
Oh.
It was actually a pretty good one. I want to say about 5-6 years ago.
Oh, okay. I missed that one. I watched the Kevin Bacon one, and again, nothing. I haven't retained a whole lot of it, but I remember liking it, thinking it was pretty good. So the newer one, okay, which I haven't seen, unfortunately. Here we go.
Yeah. My favorite Invisible Man movie was the Chevy Chase one.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that. There was what Memoirs of Invisible Man. Was that the name of that thing? No, that was a different one.
I think it was just the Invisible Man.
Yeah. Now I'm curious. Oops. Sorry, cat. So yeah, my very skittish cat that was abused, she now is constantly following me around the house and sitting under my feet when I'm sitting in here doing YouTubing. So she's been a total turnaround.
Hearing Kevin Bacon reminds me of the
Yep, Memoirs of an Invisible Man. That was the Chevy Chase one.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually thought that one was. I remember enjoying that one. I don't remember much else, but I do remember enjoying it. John Carpenter did that one, yeah. Let me see. Yeah, it was John Carpenter.
It was a Invisible Man with a sense of humor.
Yeah, exactly.
And that.
Yeah.
The only Invisible Man movie where I remember seeing the Invisible Man trying to eat and seeing the stuff.
Yeah. Yep. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen a John Carpenter movie I haven't liked.
Did any of y'all watch the Guardian of the Galaxy Christmas special?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, where they kidnapped Kevin Bacon.
Yes. Oh, I have yet to see the third movie, but I love the Christmas special. I thought that was.
They made a third movie?
Yeah.
Yep. Just it's in cinemas now.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, the third. Yeah, the third. Yeah. Let's see. I've actually seen every movie John Carpenter has made. Now that I'm looking at the list, once again, not sharing it because I'm that kind of guy. Well, I take it back. I didn't hate it, but I wasn't a big fan of Christine. The adaptation of it.
Yeah, my big problem with Christine is I'd read the book.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
So I can't really say on any of the Stephen King movies because I've read the books before I saw it in the movies, and none of them stand up to the book.
Actually, I disagree with one of them. The Needful Things novel. I read the Needful. I used to read everything Stephen King put out. I read Needful Things, and again, I understand he was trying to do a. I'm closing the book on this chapter of my literary career. So here's everything I've done before in one book. It bored the living hell out of me. But the movie Needful Things, I I had to watch it for work because I was doing movie reviews at the time, and the editor wanted us to do that one, and I couldn't convince a writer to go, so I went. I liked it. I mean, I still to this day one of my all-time favorite movie scenes is the guy, I forget the name of the characters, but the one guy calling up Max von Sydow and saying, you know, am I a bad person? That still is one of my favorites when it interchanges in the film. But Christine, yes, because of the novel, I was disappointed.
Yeah, the only one that came close to being as good as the book wasn't really a book. He did the Bachman series, and one of the movies in the Bachman series was the Langoliers.
Oh yeah.
The movie they did on that wasn't that bad. I mean, but it was
Yeah.
a very short book, so a 2 hour movie can do it justice.
Yeah, yeah. And as I recall, they actually strayed rather far from the book. I could be misremembering, but that's the one that had Balky in it, right? I forget the actor's name, but he played Balky on Perfect Strangers. He was sort of the Weasley villain guy.
Okay.
I wish I could remember his name. I'm blanking completely now, but yeah, I did.
I know who you're talking about, and he wasn't really a villain. He was just, hey, we all have our own opinions, Trainer Monkey. But it wasn't a villain per se. It was just somebody who, when he freaked out, he was just gonna say fuck everybody else. I'm gonna do what I got to do to survive.
Yeah, he was that sniveling character in those kind of disaster movies or horror movies that he screws up their plans because of his selfish, cowardly behavior, basically. That's what I recall. It's been many years. I occasionally will see bits and pieces of the film on TV, but I haven't actually watched the whole thing in a very long time. But yeah, it's In the Mouth of Madness. There's another excellent film from Carpenter. Although, so he didn't direct. Oh, Escape from L.A. There it is. He did direct. He did do Escape from L.A. I watched it. That one I've retained no memory of whatsoever, other than thinking it was not as good as Escape from New York. But I enjoyed it.
Which one is In the Mouth of Madness?
In the Mouth of Madness, that is Sam Neill as an author is going to this town to research for a book, and it turns into basically Lovecraftian nightmare kind of thing.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's the one. Let me make sure I'm not misremembering. Oh no, this one. Okay, no, he's an insurance investigator looking into a successful author who's gone missing. This is the one. Okay, I was confusing it with another film. But the author that's missing is
Did
kind of a H.P. Lovecraft kind of character, and
did
um,
did he was he the director of Jacob's Ladder?
no, no. Who was that? Let's find out. I don't recall, but it was not John Carpenter. Let's find out. Let's see. Let's keep sharing the screen as I try to find out. I know I've seen Jacob's Ladder. I remember it. Actually, that one kind of creeped me out, but that's all I remember about it. Is that I found it spooky as hell. Jacob's Ladder, 1990.
Makes you wonder.
Had Tim Robbins in it. Yep, there he is. Let's see. 1990 film. Fellow named Adrian Lyne or Adrian Lyne. I don't find out how to pronounce that. Lyne. Tim Robbins. Isn't that the one with he goes some sort of mental? There's like an experimenting on him or something like that. Study.
He's investigating the voodoo. Thank you. But whether he's investigating or however he gets involved, but they end up doing a voodoo ritual where he is buried alive.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Okay, I'm confusing with another film. I think.
Maybe I'm got the wrong title on the film I'm thinking of. Who knows?
Let's see. Yeah, he's having strange visions that are haunting him. He tries to figure out what to do. I think this is the one where he's actually dead. Let me go down. Got a plot summary here. Mostly the last third of the film was cut because audiences were too disturbed. Interesting. Again, looking at Wikipedia because that is the source of all knowledge. Just ask our resident YouTube scholar.
Wikipedia is not necessarily a bad place to start looking into something.
Right. No, I'm. Oh, there was a 2019 version. Maybe that's what you're thinking of. The one I'm looking at is 1990.
I'm thinking about the original one.
Okay.
I have not seen the remake.
Okay, I didn't even know there was a remake. Let's see. Okay, I thought I saw a plot summary somewhere here.
I thought I did too.
Let's see. Production, cast. Okay, so here he is trying to figure out what's going on. Party thrown by friends. Somebody reads his palm and tells him he's already dead. He's doing this as a joke. Yeah. At the end of the movie, it turns out that he's been dying the whole time, and he's been fighting off the. Jake was approached by a distressed man who had been following him from a distance, who also dragged him from Paul's burning car. Introducing himself as Michael Newman, and I'm ruining the movie now. So, yeah. Actually, I think I know the film that Hank is referring to. It's got Lisa Bonet in it, right?
I don't remember any of the actors' names.
Oh, okay. God, what is it called? I'll figure it out in a second here. But yeah, Michael's story triggers a vision of Jacob's wounding in Vietnam and chose his attacker as a fellow American soldier. Jacob returns to his family home where he finds Gabe. Gabe takes him by the hand and leads him up a staircase into a bright light. And then we go back to 1971 as doctors declare Jacob dead. And notes that as the doctor takes his dog tags, doctor notes that Jacob put up a tremendous fight to stay alive. Hey, Jesse, welcome. And that could also be Angel Heart. Thank you, Jesse. It's Angel Heart. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Let me double check. Here's a quick way to do it. Oh, here. Oh, that didn't show up where it should have. Why not? Oh, I know why. Let's do this. I know why that didn't show up. There, that'll do it. View blog.
Was it Heart of Darkness?
Heart of Darkness? Oh, that still didn't show up. Why not? This is starting to take me out.
I don't remember a film called Heart of Darkness. I remember a TV show called that.
Well, Heart of Darkness is also a story. No, that's not a story, is it? Okay, this is not working. This makes me sad. All right, well, let's stop sharing this screen. And I can figure out what's going on. Share this one instead. Nope, that's not going to work. All right, so share screen. Share screen. Share. Oh, that didn't work either. Well,
No,
I've lost my mind.
it's not Heart of Darkness.
Stop sharing the screen. Let's do this right. Share screen. But Jesse's agreeing with me that it's Lisa Bonet. I just want to, for my own sanity, confirm this. Because I should know these damn things. It used to be my job, for crying out loud.
Yeah, I looked up Heart of Darkness. It's definitely not the movie I was thinking of.
All right. Well, there's a Mohammed cartoon. People want to get outraged. You can read that while I futz around here and try to find what I'm looking for. Yeah, once, I think it's every other Monday, I have a Jesus and Mo cartoon that I put up at Shades of Grey. And Nemo agrees. Angel Heart is the Bonet movie. Hey, Nemo, you fell victim to the same thing Jesse did, I think. I don't know why certain comments are disappearing. I am not deleting anything, but I noticed that you made actually a pretty funny comment at the beginning of a stream or before a stream started that ended up not being there anymore. So I cannot explain what's going on. Let's see. But yes, it's Angel Heart. I'm pretty sure you're thinking of. I'm just trying to find a quick. Where is it? JKL. But meanwhile, please read the cartoon if it's big enough. Be amused. Get me banned in Pakistan on YouTube as well as. Actually, I guess it's Google, so I'm probably banned on everything in Pakistan.
This might be the right movie.
Lisa Bonet. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, of course, go through all of that, and there's no link to the movie here. But Lisa Bonet saw her career knocked off its tracks by scandal and moral outrage when she portrayed the sexy and sexually active teenage voodoo priestess when she portrayed a sexy and sexually active teenage voodoo preacheress in the horror film Angel Heart, 1987. So,
But this is not the right one that I was thinking.
oh, not Angel Heart. Because yeah, Angel Heart, there is the guy's investigating voodoo, and Carrie
It
can't.
maybe it is, but the end of the movie, he's down in Haiti, and at least by the end of the movie, I think he might be there most of the movie.
I think that's another one of those where he turns out to be he's been dead the whole time. But because it's been a long time. Angel Heart was 87, but let's see, because I can't remember, to be honest with you. I remember I saw it. I remember thinking it was creepy, but that's about all I retained. Didn't realize Lisa Bonet was in it as a sexy voodoo priestess that has sex with the main character until I did her 50th birthday little profile over at Shades of Grey, which I thought I'd done a link to a review of Angel Heart because I could have sworn I wrote it up at some point. Angel Heart. Let's see. Robert De Niro was in it. Mickey Rourke was in it. Private investigator is hired by a man who calls himself Louis Cypher. I'm sorry, even in like 1990, that name made me roll my eyes. I mean, I understand that it wasn't trying to be, it was supposed to be obvious, but still, it was just too damn obvious. Oh, the European version of Angel Heart had the full sex scene in it, which the American version did not. Now that's another thing you know. Yep, she did show her boobies, Carrie.
Knowing is half the battle.
Yep.
Yeah, you know which version to get now.
Yes. Oh, the home video version, the DVD version has the full satanic. I say that because of what's on my screen here now. Best satanic movie, and they have that on that list. But Alan Parker directed this one. Actually, there's another thing a guy I don't remember ever. Oh, he's dead. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's too bad. Another guy I don't remember never seeing a movie from. That was Great English that I didn't like. Well, he did a lot of Madonna videos. I guess that makes sense if he directed Evita. Gosh, I didn't realize he was dead. So yeah, there's the cartoon. I'm gonna be in trouble. Oh, Serpent in the Rainbow. That could be another one.
That might.
That actually makes more sense. In the sense that what you're describing. Let me just see some visuals. Serpent of the Rainbow. Yes, that's the one in the coffin with he has the little cross drawn on his forehead.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Bill.
Yep,
Pullman.
that's the right one.
That's Bill Pullman, right? Yep, it's Bill Pullman. There he is. Oh, once again, I'm on the wrong screen. So let's. What's this? Oh no, that's not going to work. So let's do that. And let's do this. Oh, stupid IMDb being all proprietary with your pictures, bastards. Yeah, actually, that one. I think that was Wes Craven, right? Yeah, Wes Craven. Ooh. He's another one that just almost everything he did I've liked.
There's one of the movies he did that just fell flat for me. I think it was the next film after. Wait, no, I'm thinking of the wrong director. Sorry.
Well, I know a lot of people didn't like. Pope escaped the shadow sleep. Maybe he came in too late to be tainted by the blasphemy that I put on the screen earlier. But let's see here.
I say we excommunicate him for turning up late.
Well, yeah, the Pope slept through this. Yeah, Wes Craven, of course, been dead for about 10 years now.
I never remember who's alive and dead.
People Under the Stairs, that one was okay, but Wes Craven's New Nightmare, a lot of people hated that, but I thought it was kind of clever as a sort of a fourth wall sort of thing.
I was thinking M. Night Shyamalan, and that he came out strong, and then he hit one that just he was doing really, really good, and then he did this one. I think it was the next one after The Sixth Sense.
The Sixth Sense was actually fantastic, even though you know how it's going to. That movie, I've watched pieces of it again, and it seems like that even works even on second viewings, even though the twist is given away.
I watched that one on DVD. Well, whatever the media source was then, and ended up having to watch it like 3 more times. Right once I figured. Once you know that
that he's
name was dead.
Yeah. All right,
come on. But you rewatch it, and it makes. If you rewatch it in that eye, it makes. You kick yourself in the ass for not realizing it by the end. If you watch it knowing it.
Right. So The Sixth Sense, yeah, that actually probably still the best thing that he's done. Unbreakable, that's a superhero movie where Bruce Willis.
Yep.
Yeah, I like Unbreakable.
They just did another chapter of that not too long ago.
Oh, really? Let's see. Signs. I was iffy about that one, but I didn't hate it as much as some people did. But the aliens were kind of to me, the whole explanation. So Shadow Sleep, welcome. Are you awake?
Thank you. Yes, I am.
Okay. That's good.
Pope. Damn lazy drunk Pope. Terrible.
Yep.
I think the one I'm thinking of was The Village that just fell real flat for me.
Oh,
it started out good, yeah, but towards the end it was a little hokey, I thought.
I got bored halfway through that one. I will admit I haven't seen the whole thing.
My wife got pissed off at me because I figured out The Sixth Sense within like 5 minutes of the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You wore the same clothes.
But there's plenty of movies where they wear the same clothes throughout the whole damn thing.
Hey, Phil.
Yeah.
See? Same shirt every time I'm on here, right?
Well, I know you're not dead because we have cameras set up and spy on you. So
you don't need cameras. He does strip teases.
Yeah. Realized that the screen where his wife eats and the window breaks, implying that he did it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't catch on until the big reveal. I mean, I'll be perfectly honest about that. Never crossed my mind.
I see dead people.
Yeah, my 7 blue shirts. No, there are 6 of them, Jesse. There are only 6. Get that right.
Or at least Steve thinks they're all blue.
Yeah, that could be part of the problem. I've seen the original Wicker Man. That's the one with Christopher Lee, right? And I remember thinking it was creepy as hell. I haven't seen the remake. Wayward Pines. I'm one of 3 people I think that like that show. And I don't know.
I like the original Hellraiser.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah.
The second one wasn't awful, but they kept going with it and going with it.
Yep. Oh, was it Glass? No, Split or Glass? That was the sequel to. I haven't seen either of those. Yeah, actually, I saw the
Glass
first
might be it.
Hellraiser.
Glass is the third one.
Glass is the third one. Okay.
Yeah. Unbreakable, and then Split, and then Glass is he pits the 2 of them together.
Okay. I need to get around to watching those. You said they were good, Hank, or just that you knew they existed?
It was worth watching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh yes, Edward Woodward was in the original, not Christopher Lee. Wait, no, that's not
Yeah,
true.
some of the movies you don't want to watch. It takes away from the original if you watch some of their sequels.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, she was right. It was Edward Woodward and Britt Eklund. Okay, I like Edward Woodward too.
Not to be confused with Edward Scissorhands.
Well,
A lot of
we all
people
just agree Johnny Depp can't act?
I'm sorry, what? He can't act?
Can we all just agree that Johnny Depp can't act?
Oh.
I liked him in What's Eating Gilbert Grape. I thought he did
Where
a really
he played
good job.
Johnny Depp.
He played Johnny Depp, yeah. Oh, what is the movie
Edward
where
Scissorhands, where he played Johnny Depp. Willy Wonka, where he played Johnny Depp.
What's that Roman Polanski movie that he was in? Where he's an author. The Ninth Gate. He was kind of different in The Ninth Gate, I thought.
Yeah, but that movie was crap.
And
yeah,
I kind of like the original Pirates of the Caribbean,
where he played the first Johnny Depp.
Well, the first Pirates of the Caribbean was fun. Actually, I think the first 2 were pretty good. After that, it just kind of.
Yeah, I only ever saw the first one.
It's like the Fast and the Furious. They just keep the franchise going for some unknown reason.
Oh no!
Well, the Fast and the Furious. The second one was Tokyo Drift, which I thought was.
That was the third one.
Awful.
Tokyo Drift was the third one.
Okay, I thought it was the second one.
No, the second one is he's in Miami.
That one's not too bad. The third one is awful.
Yeah, I thought Tokyo Drift was awful.
I thought the next good one which I was thinking it was the third one, starts off they find them down in Cuba with all the old hot rods.
That's the fourth one.
And now we're on number 127.
Yes.
This
and
year.
Of course, everybody ignores the real first Fast and Furious, which was Roger Corman in the 50s.
No. The real first Fast and Furious? Bullet.
Yeah, I was just say Steve McQueen. Bullet.
Yep.
Well,
I'm just referring to the titles that the real movie to first be called The Fast and the Furious or Fast and Furious was Roger Corman. But they were driving cars in that one too.
Yeah, Bullet.
But up through the fourth one, they were doing shit with cars that was at least semi-believable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they've got a half dozen cars, including a tow truck, hooked up to a helicopter, and the helicopter is able to keep flying somehow.
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard that they they've long since entered into the realm of just crazy cartoonishness and
Oh,
just.
do you remember the tank on the bridge in Spain?
Yes.
Not one that I've watched. The only reason I've seen the helicopter with the 4 or 5 vehicles hooked up to it was because it was a YouTube clip where they're bagging on that piece of the movie.
Hank, go look up the clip for the tank on the bridge in Spain.
It sounds awful because most bridges won't support a tank.
This bridge definitely would not support a tank and would not support what they were doing with the tank.
Yep. They started bringing in too much CGI into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, most bridges in the world are not made to carry the weight of a modern battle tank.
Oh no, now Kerry, you have to be sorry, but you have to be drowned now.
What,
Phil,
the Italian Job?
Gotta go drown Kerry. It's like a remake of the Italian Job.
I didn't even know they made a remake of that one. I didn't.
Oh, it's bad.
I saw the original.
So bad.
I've seen far worse. It entertained me, but
I think the original
to the Italian Job and why they called it the Italian Job is tenuous at best.
Yeah.
I think the original Italian Job was just a big advertisement for Mini Coopers.
Yes.
Oh, come on. We all know it was just an excuse for a piss-up tour in Italy by a whole load of Brits.
Was Nick Cage in that? He must. No.
I don't.
No. Not in the Italian Job.
No, he did Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's the one.
Gone in 60 Seconds I liked.
It had its moments. There's some of the CGI stuff I didn't really care for, but I mean, some of the special effects I didn't care for, but the movie as a whole I liked.
Although, can people stop putting Vinnie Jones in movies, please? Although that was his best ever performance in the movie because he didn't speak except for a couple of lines right at the end.
Right.
Yeah. Liz, I don't, but I will be wrapping this up in about 10 minutes anyway because I do have to adult tomorrow, but thankfully not early.
He's got to do. Hey, there's a point we never did ask. How's the training going? We're not seeing any blood on your shirt, and you still have all of your hair, so we're guessing it can't be going that badly.
Oh no, it's not going bad at all. But today was another one of those moments where I understand why my main partner at work turned her back on the whole training unit thing. So I had a schedule where I would have trainees, and I walk in today, and there's a person sitting at a computer that I don't recognize. And turns out that it's the next trainee I'm supposed to be working with. Fortunately, she had already been shown some things, so she was able to kind of get started without me because I was upstairs talking with one of my managers, I guess, just sort of shooting the breeze and not realizing that somebody's waiting for me downstairs. But it's going well. Everyone is sharp. Everyone seems to be doing well. Everyone is satisfied with my performance, I think, as a trainer, which is good. Well, good or bad, I don't know. But
how many have you fired? How many have you executed?
None yet. And since they've said that if I'm interested in continuing they're going to kind of make it, they're going to formalize it in July, because apparently there's, as always, there's train the trainer stuff. But yeah, for just having been tossed into this, it's going well. Other than, as I said, I was expecting this person next week, and it's only one. That's the funny thing. It's only this one day, and then she's gone for a week, and then she's back with me for a week. So the whole schedule is messed up. But beyond that, it's going well. I'm sorry, Hank, you were saying?
I was.
Oh, I thought I heard a noise or someone saying something, but yeah. Yeah, I haven't killed anyone. I get to tell the same stories all over again, so that's always good.
Ben Carey's asking what model of Aston Martin you have.
DB9.
Oh, something else just popped into my head. One more thing.
Are there plots to kill you, though?
Not for my trainees. I suspect that one of my colleagues has it. Has plans.
Yeah, but isn't that the same colleague you have plots to kill them?
Yes.
That doesn't count.
I remember what I was going to say. You never want to do a good job at training people, because then they're going to make you the training guy.
Yeah, I suspect.
You still get expected to do all of your work plus train them, and no extra pay.
Oh, that's actually the upside, that there actually is, in my organization, there actually is extra pay, and they finally told me how to put in the right paperwork to get said extra pay when I'm training. Not that I've not been asking them for 2 weeks now, 3 weeks now, because everyone else that had done it was telling me, hey, you get a bump in pay when you're with a trainee, right?
Hey, Hank. Maybe we should get Steve in to house train Shuggy.
That's cruel.
It's
and
not
it won't
cruel.
work.
Neither of us are having to do it.
Yeah, but I like Steve, so I don't want to do that to him.
He'll have fun. He likes training people. See, look how happy he is at the thought of training Shuggy.
Yeah. Well, we'd have to talk about compensation and travel expenses and everything else, but sure, why not?
If you agree to it, make sure there's a budget for your counseling that'll be needed when the job is done.
Yes, I will definitely work that in.
Maybe then he can stop Shuggy from crinkling things and eating things and drinking things very loudly and annoyingly in the.
Oh, that sort of house training. I'm not sure about that, but I will try.
We'll give you a taser.
Oh.
Basically, your job is to stand behind him while he's on stream. And every time he does any of that, zap.
Let's see. I had a thought, and I'm trying to find something that seems like it would be a nice thing to end on, but I can't find it. So I think we're just gonna.
What about your numbers? How have you been doing?
Oh, that's a thought. Okay, yeah, let's look at those. Let me see, because I haven't actually looked at them since last time we talked about it. I should get in that habit, actually. Mm-hmm. Let's see. That's not the right screen, is it? No. I have too many damn tabs open. That's the problem right now. Let me start closing some of these until I see the one I'm looking for.
Because you're in a race now with Dickbag.
Yeah, I guess I am.
He's hit the 1,000 and is in the same boat as you, the watch hours.
He's trying to get it up?
Yeah, but well, he's not. My idea for Dickbag to get his watch hours in, we do a live during one of the good nights where we get some creators that will draw numbers to his live.
Yeah. I have also told him to put his stuff in the damn playlist.
Yeah, but you put
People
all
always
of his
go for
stuff
celebrities.
together in a playlist, and it's still like
You
maybe
can
an
bring it on
hour.
repeat.
Yeah, except you only get credit for watching it twice. After you've watched it twice, you no longer give the video credit for watching it again.
Don't you?
Oh, is that running shorts, you mean?
Mm.
Yeah, I think.
No, his videos are just about 10-15 minutes long.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't even know how that works. Let's see. So actually, I gained a bunch of subscribers.
Woohoo! You're about
Over
to
a-
hit 14.
I should probably, if you guys haven't seen that short, I should share it with you because I have almost 2,000 views on it, which is amazing to me.
Which
Dan,
short?
Dan,
Oh,
you're
don't
right.
be the freaky short.
It's not even a freaky short.
Oh, it's not the one with your
Is
face
it-
embedded in the camera.
With the what? I'm sorry.
The one where it looks like you hit the brakes too fast and your face has become one with the camera.
No, that's no, that's not the one.
Are you talking about the one where the guy chugged a Corona
Yeah.
next to you? And then okay.
Yeah, that one. I'm kind of shocked that people are watching it.
Well, you should show that one. You're doing well.
Let's see here. How do I?
That's in the
analytics.
last 28 days.
Analytics.
Dan, you know why he's gaining subscribers, don't you?
All right.
It was that donation from the Women and Orphans Fund.
Yeah, if you go down to earn, Steve, it'll show you.
Oh, earning. Yeah, I'm sorry. My brain just kind of shut down. I knew how to do that. It's just I completely, yeah. Okay, I'm at 24.49. So that's what, 20 hours, 25 hours since last time I looked. That's
Yeah,
It's getting
it's a lot easier to get watch hours doing live streams.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
even when you do you can do a half-hour video, but most people only watch a small portion of the video.
well, I noticed that on replays, most of them get 5-6 minutes of view time.
Well, put it this way, our last live, which was not a particularly big one, that picked up 220.4 hours of watch time.
Oh wow!
Are you talking about the one where you exposed
No, our last live.
Okay.
I can tell you what the vid did. Hang on. Sometimes.
Where is that? I thought I saw something in here I was looking at.
I wonder if he's still got his head buried in the sand, ignoring the
corrections exposure brought up 341.6 watch hours. And
That's really good.
A whopping 2 subscribers.
Wow.
Well, you got a lot of folks that I didn't expect to come in and compliment you on the job you did.
Oh no, even Steve did.
Yeah.
He never says anything nice about us all.
Yeah, that video, seriously, that was impressive stuff.
Oh,
entertaining and
from here, I'm recording another one, but this one's slightly different. It'll be done in the same style, but it's just the breakdown of Chile's criminal history.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Well, I thought it would
He's
be
not
nice
a criminal
to have ready for tomorrow.
Well, hang on. It's like Liz said, he doesn't have a criminal history. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what he
does.
says. But he says he's not a criminal.
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah.
But I just thought it'd be nice for people to have before the trial, before the hearing.
Oh, so you're gonna have this one out tomorrow?
It'll be up later today, ready for tomorrow.
Oh, excellent. So yeah, here's the one that well, Hank sounds like he's seen it. I don't know if anyone else has, but
I haven't yet.
okay, we'll show it. But yeah, see, I mean, these 64 views, 23 views, 27 views, that's what I'm used to. And then every so often, I don't know why, but
You hit the algorithm.
So I'm in a grocery store parking lot right now, and I look over and I see the car in the slot next to me getting ready to pull out. The driver is chugging a Corona, throws the empty bottle aside, and opens another one. And then he pulls out and drives away. Yes, I feel real good about getting on the road again right about now.
and that's
What
it.
what was the name of that one?
Be careful out there! Exclamation point. So it wasn't even really. I mean, the one that I titled "There's going to be a-hole and a-hole action," whatever it was. That one I can see that the algorithm would like the title, but with this one, I don't know. I take it.
Steve, I've got to say, you should have called the police.
Well, I couldn't. I mean, I didn't. Liz said the same thing. I should call the police. I wasn't thinking fast enough. He was gone by the time I thought about that. Because when I first,
Steve.
Bad Steve, yeah.
Oh,
Now, it's one of my pet hates. I have absolute zero tolerance for drink driving.
Yep,
Oh.
me too.
I
there
would
was
not argue that point.
There's a content creator. She decided to stop off at a convenience store while live streaming. Got two Mike's Harder lemonade and drove home while drinking them. She had them both finished by the time she got home.
Damn it,
And then
Hank, I thought we'd all agreed we weren't going to grass Becca up.
Ha!
It definitely wasn't Becca.
Well,
But
clearly
this
it wasn't Fireball, so clearly it wasn't Becca.
Oh no, she drinks Steve's Helen. But according to Chili, she's got this vast criminal record for DUIs.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot.
So wait, she live streamed herself drinking as she was driving home. Is that what I heard?
Yep. And then she wondered why she got a bunch of backlash about it.
Yeah.
The only thing I was glad was that she didn't have her fucking kids in the car.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not certainly not one in favor of drunk driving, and I certainly never do it myself. But
I don't think a Mike's Harder lemonade is actually going to get you drunk, but two of them, maybe.
Well, still, just
Not
open
sh-
containers in a car. That's ridiculous. Just yeah, I mean, but yeah, if I had thought clearly, thought quicker, I certainly would have done that. But
Although apparently it's worked out in your favor because you're going to get a spanking off an Australian.
yeah, I'm wondering if she wants to
Got
She
more
wants to-
footage for your OnlyFans.
yeah, wants to spank me for not thinking fast enough to call in the guy's license plate, or spank me for making a joke out of it. I don't know why she wants to spank me.
I didn't really take that as making a joke out of it.
Well, I'd say with a smile that I'm now nervous to go out on the roads. But in my mind, when I was doing the video, it actually was just a commentary on the fact that there are people driving around drunk out there. And yeah, Carrie, I did not think fast enough. All I knew was it was a white pickup truck with a ladder in the back. And a couple of his Mexican or Hispanic looking guys in the front. And not just because they're drinking Corona. That's what they look like. So yeah, I did not have enough information to.
That's more than enough information.
No, I've actually had an experience with those kinds of descriptions in the past, and they didn't do a lot of good. It was I had a hit and run side swipe, and I was the one that got sideswiped, and all I really knew was the color of the car, and that it was some sort of large, sort of older American car, and
With a fucking great big dent in it.
well, yeah, and they did actually find a car that fit that description, but it was not the right car, or at least so they decided. So sometimes it works.
I had one. She comes out of a convenience store and curb checks her car on the opposite curb, and overcorrects, goes out into the oncoming lane, then back in, and then she curb checked again and blew out a tire and kept going like nothing happened.
Yeah.
But I called 911 and followed her until the police got her.
Yeah. If I thought about it, thought fast enough about it, because it's actually, when I started thinking about it, that's when I made this little video. The guy was actually long gone by this time. Because if I'd given the full description, I was putting my bags in the car when I saw that. So yeah. But some reason that thing has 2,000 views. Maybe it's because people are mad at me. But it only has 8 dislikes. Although now that I pointed it out, you guys can go in and click the dislike button. But interesting factoid, at least it seems to be the case. YouTube says whether it's likes or dislikes, they consider it an interaction, and it gets higher in the algorithm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do love we have virtually on everything we do about 10 to 11 who always dislike it, and it's like, yeah, cool, cheers.
Yeah.
Well, the number of people that tune in just to hit the dislike button keeps growing.
I know, it's great. They give us watch hours, views, and interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hate watching is still watching. That is true. Well, this yeah, Senator Monkey, absolutely right. Drunk drivers are assholes. And I frequently I have opportunities to talk to. I'll look at someone who kicked themselves off the stream again.
Goddamn Vatican West.
You need to learn how to tech.
When you do, I will.
Okay. But yeah, I talk to highway patrol officers every so often, and what I've said to a couple of them is it blows my mind that there even are drunk drivers anymore, because there are so many options these days. Just get on your phone and have an Uber pick you up and take you home.
Well, if you're at a club, most bars and clubs will actually pay for your cab ride home.
Yeah, because they can be held responsible if you get in a DUI accident on the way home.
Mm-hmm.
I think it should be punished harder. It's the single easiest preventable crime there is.
Yeah.
Yep. And some people, the people that won't let, they'll go to a club with other people, and there'll be a sober person they won't let drive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. It's and again, you see the drunk drivers. Highway patrol stops them, brings them in. They get you know, first offense, $1,000 bail, and next offense they get a, you know, slightly higher bail. But yeah, they have to literally run their car into things or run over
Nah,
people.
just getting caught drink driving should be a 10-year jail sentence.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm
I'm
kind
not
of
talking about
on that
hitting
side too.
anything. I mean, just being behind the wheel drunk. That's it. 10
Yep.
years.
Yep.
Well, I watched a video where this asshole was. He failed every test they gave him. Then they had him blow. It was it was almost 3 times the legal limit.
Oh.
His wife was in the car. They had her blow just to make sure she was sober so she could take the car instead of having it impounded. And 0 zeros for her.
In a situation like that, I can only imagine that she's either very dumb or he's very abusive, because why would she not be behind the wheel?
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know about all vehicles, but I certainly do believe that if you do get pulled over, the first time you get nailed for driving drunk or driving under the influence, yeah, your vehicle should be equipped with
No, that's it. You're done.
one of those
One
things.
time and done. You do 10 years and you're banned from driving permanently. That's it. You do not get behind a wheel again. You're finished. No second chances, no nothing. Average car these days is somewhere between 1 and 2.5 tons.
Mm-hmm.
These aren't fucking toys.
Yep.
It's not a right to drive, it's a privilege. If you can't fucking behave, you get one chance at it. You're done. Tell me, if you found out that your pilot that took you on holiday was pissed out of their brains flying that plane, would you be happy that they could ever fly a plane again? No, I'm being serious. Would you be happy? Would you be okay with that?
Right.
I'd be
No.
pissed off.
So why are we okay with someone who was pissed out of their brains driving ever being allowed to drive again? What's the difference? Except for the body count, what's the difference?
Well, you're talking about, you said the pilot, so he's got passengers. I'm thinking just of, you know, like me driving. Again, I don't drink. I don't.
And what about the
I
poor
don't drive
bastard you hit?
under the influence.
What about the poor bastard that's got his wife and kids in the car with him and you've massacred an entire family?
Well, yeah, that I mean, that's beyond just getting pulled over for driving drunk.
Every time you do it, you run that risk.
Oh, yes.
These people, it's just as likely to happen the first time as the 5th time.
That is absolutely correct.
If they do it once, they're just as likely to do it again.
And just think of
caught them. You probably haven't caught them the previous 20 times they've done it.
Yeah.
Yep. And just think about this, the amount of property damage done by drunk drivers. Everyone is paying for that. Your insurance is increasing because they're spreading out the risk because this jackass can't do the responsible thing. So I agree.
Yeah,
I think you make it hard. You make the penalty so severe, people will want to risk doing it.
Yeah. No, I think right now it's ridiculous the way that at least in the American court system are treating drunk drivers.
I know a guy. I know a guy right now who is going to treatment as part of a plea deal on his 6th DUI. He already doesn't have a license, insurance, registration.
Yeah, no, that's the sort of guy that should be in jail.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
they all should. And surrender. The cure to that isn't to give drink drivers less time. It's to make being a pedo a lifetime with no parole.
Well, well, that would be. I think I call that Tuesday or a normal day of the week. But no, Dan is again. I would not go that extreme with just someone pulled for drunken driving.
Look, you'd only have to do it for a few years.
Oh, yeah, but it's not really how the laws work. Once they're there, that they get enforced or not. Actually, in the case,
Yeah,
'cause,
but after a couple of years, nobody's going to be drunk driving anymore.
no, that is true. But as far as pedos, I mean, I don't even know. Well, make people mad here. I actually in favor of the death penalty.
I am too.
And these were individuals that once they're tried and convicted, I would have no issue with the death penalty being on the table for those kinds of people.
Yep. Either death
Save the-
penalty or life in prison with no parole. One or the other.
Save the dime on going through the process for the death penalty. Life in prison and general population.
Nah.
Yeah, no special treatment. Yeah, none of this wrapping them up in cotton wool bullshit. Besides which, it's a damning indictment of the prison system if you have to put people into protection to stop the other prisoners that you're supposed to have fucking control over from killing them. Kind of means you're not doing your fucking jobs right.
Yeah. That I would also have to agree with you on. I have no argument against that one. No, interesting story, but not one I can relay on YouTube. But yeah.
And how are you going to keep things like drugs and that out of prisons if you can't stop them from killing each other? You have that limited control. You can't even stop them from killing each other. You ain't going to stop them bringing in contraband.
Well, one of the difficulties that people running prisons have, and the guards and everything, that you've got a population that they have nothing to do with their time but to come up with ways around what the restrictions you put on them. So it's a never-ending game of them coming up with ways to do workarounds of what the blocks that are put in place. I mean, I'm not saying that when someone actually gets out and out killed, that's not a complete failure of the correctional facility. But yeah, with the drugs, they're always going to come up with new ways.
Great point, Becca.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
That still just blows my mind that, I mean, unless I'm thinking, okay, was it juvenile record that's sealed?
Nope.
Nope.
That
Throughout his adulthood, and they hired him while he was still on probation.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how that all adds up just from what I know about the
It doesn't.
The standards of the agencies that I'm aware of, they wouldn't hire him. So either he's not.
Kind of wonder what his state's correction board would think of that.
Right. Well, yeah, that too.
I have a hard time believing they're not aware of it already.
The correction boards, maybe not.
Possibly.
If he's working for a private agency, there is one.
Oh, yeah.
There's one, Dan, wasn't it, Georgia?
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't believe he is working for a private agency, though.
Okay, because
More-
my mind
More
just
and more I've looked into
state
it.
agencies.
And yes, before anyone asks, I have snitched him up.
Oh.
And I don't give a rat's ass who knows it.
Okay.
Problem with that.
What? There's no problem with that? Yeah, I would agree. But just when you were watching the video that you did, I guess private prison or correctional facility, okay, I suppose. But once again, I assume the oversights would step in and say, no, you can't hire people with this kind of background and record.
Wait, you think there's oversight of the private prisons in the US?
Hey Liz,
Oh, Steve!
he supposedly did get a new social security number, but the charges he was on probation for when he got his job was after his new social security number.
I
Oh,
have a hard
Steve.
time believing that whole story, but okay.
Oh, I just think it's cute how naive Steve is. He thinks there's oversight for private companies.
There is. How much profit do they make?
Yeah. No, I know very little about private prisons, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, that's easy. You bid to run a private prison, then you pay off the right people, then you run the private prison, then you renege on all your promises, cut the standards to the bare minimum, and make as much money as you can before they find out what you're doing and can cancel your contract.
Mm.
And then you fire the warden because you're unaware as a board that was going on.
And then they renew your contract
Right.
after you paid the new bribes. There you go.
Oh, if I would doubt that your friend Coded would last this long into this stream, but if he does, his head will explode.
Well, yeah, he doesn't like the truth being told.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just not familiar enough with it, so.
Sadly, with doing the thing on corrections, I ended up having to do quite a bit of research on US prison service and how it actually works.
So Liz is saying that those Midwest facilities don't do full background checks or DOJ background.
Don't be bagging on the Midwest.
I mean, if that's the situation, then I guess I can see how things could be. If you're not self-reporting those kinds of things and they're not checking, I mean, that's the application that you put in. You are supposed to say.
Also, remember, he's very good friends with 2 state prosecutors, 2 county prosecutors. Yeah, don't suppose they may have put in a good word for him.
Well, yeah, but well, you've done the research, so you know that he actually has worked as a correctional officer since his felony.
He is currently working as a correction officer.
He is right now a corrections officer.
Okay. Yeah,
Which, even without his felonies, his book should have barred him for being a correction officer.
What?
His book.
Oh,
That racist piece of shit we had to read.
Yeah.
Well, he has big problems with Hispanics and black people.
yep.
Yeah.
And has fantasies about how medical procedures are done.
And how the poor, maligned white minority should rise up and take their country back.
Wow, I'm aware of folks that have been sacked for less than that.
He self-published a book on it.
I mean, in that line of work that
Yeah.
their careers ended. for
So
less.
they should.
Interesting.
How can they be fair to any of the inmates who happen to be of those ethnic groups?
Just
Right.
the piss poor grammar and spelling and all should be a felony.
Yes, I agree. That book on its own should be a felony, just without what it's talking about, just the actual book.
So self-published book that he didn't bother having an editor or a proofreader. Is that what I'm hearing?
Either that or
Yep.
the editor or proofreader was of Hispanic origin and went, "Fuck you!
Ah!
Publish it as it is. It's fine. Bestseller."
And fired for pretended guitar. What? How does that work? Well, actually, that's a question for the night because, yeah, I'm going to have to call this a night now that I've angered people with my little car video, and Dan's angered people with his wanting to put drunk drivers in jail for 10 years. And,
Oh, Steve, I've angered people by breathing.
Life sentences for pedos got a lot of people pissed, but
that's a cultural shift that I personally am not terribly comfortable with. There seems to be an increasing relaxed attitude toward pedophiles and that sort of thing, at least in my general sphere.
which scares the living crap out of me.
Yeah.
All I know is I've got kids. Go near them. I also have a shotgun, bitches.
Yeah.
The police are going to be the least of your fucking problems.
Yeah. But
Fuck chemical castration when birdshot will get the job done.
All right,
My
now
impression of castration, I might have got slightly wrong. I intended to shove both barrels up their arsehole and pull the triggers.
Jeez. Isn't there like some TOS against violent talk and threats? So now we're going to get my channel shut down. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that.
It's about pedophiles. You're safe.
I see. I'm less extreme than these two. I just think there is a good use for fentanyl.
Again, no argument here.
I really miss seeing the chain gangs, actually prisoners going out and doing good for communities.
Yep, not true. Well, that was an idea that should have remained, I think.
Yeah, I think it all depends what their sentence was, whether they should be allowed on the chain gang, though.
Well, yeah.
They did have a habit of putting people on the chain gang, and you're thinking, what the fuck was a prisoner in prison for this on a chain gang?
Clyde Barrow. The last time he
Yeah.
escaped from prison, he escaped from the chain gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There should be non-violent offenders.
Yeah.
Well, there's some Texas farms or prisons that would run farms to produce the produce for the prison system.
See, that seems to be good use of prison labor, seems to me. But okay, everybody. Next time we do a Grumpy Gets, let's solve the prison system and all the problems there.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like a good topic. All right, everybody. Again, thanks for coming out, people. Thank you guys for coming up on the panel. You guys bring the interest, the interesting conversation. So I really appreciate it. And Surrender Monkey says, yeah, good night to everybody but Dan, it sounds like.
Yeah. Hey, Surrender Monkey, don't forget to tell Coded that we were bad-mouthing the US prison system. We could do with a laugh.
Yeah. And once again, the Liquid Death with the berry flavor was better than the other Liquid Death. So there you go.
But not good with vodka.
Not good with vodka, but it hasn't killed me yet either. So, well, if you don't hear from me again, then you know that it did kill me.
Or Coded came for you.
Or, yeah.
Or the shadow people.
Or the shadow. My God, this is a long list. Could be Coded. We've been bad mouthing Corrections 101.
You did also mention, you were in favor of execution for pedos, so they might rise up against you.
Yeah. Yeah. So, man, there's a long list of people that might want to kill me.
You're too old for them. You're too old for them. I wouldn't. You can cross those off your list.
I don't know. They might want to kill him.
Yeah. All right. So, yes, if I disappear tomorrow, please investigate that long list of people.
Oh, don't make us do investigations. They're hard work.
Can't we just do a memorial and call it good?
Okay, that'll be good enough too. And yes, shadow ban myself to bed for fuck's sake. Yes, Liz. That is
Liz, we're trying to help him get his watch hours up by keep distracting him and making the shows go longer.
No, I really am at the limit now. So thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. And I will see everybody next time. Actually,
hey, what do you think about all the candidates coming out for the new election?
Hey, here, look at this.
Damn it, Hank rage quit.
No, he got range booted.
No, you're supposed to say he rage quit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, look, the computer is acting up and gosh, what's going on?
You're supposed to keep muting me, so it sounds like I'm having a bad connection.
Oh yeah, that's true. I need to learn this. Anyhow, guys, yes, thank you guys again. I will see you next time, and I'll probably see you later today.
Oh, that's cruel.
Your broadcast. What?
Liz has been cruel to us all.
Liz is being cruel to you all? Yeah. Liz is being an adult, is what Liz is being.
Killjoy.
Okay, guys, I will see you all next time. Thank you again. I appreciate it. It's always fun.
Thank you.
Have a good night, all, or a good day.
Good night.
Wherever you are.